Spiritual thinkers. Good morning. It's probably 9 in the morning here in Arizona. Just taking a walk with my son. Rained pretty hard last night, so I'm taking in the rain. Just breathing in air. Beautiful air. Pranic energy. So there definitely is energy that travels along the air currents. We breathe in that energy. This morning, it's kind of getting down on myself. Because, last night I listened to, a couple of days ago, I usually never listen to music anymore, but I listened to the little, maybe not the latest album. I don't know if Perfect Circle put out an album in 2021, but the album previous, where they were, I think it's titled Contrain. I don't know. But the cover is, a very lifeless guy putting forth a heart with tentacles. It's very symbolic. And the reason why I listen to them is because I know that Maynard is in touch with the occult, and he speaks on their behalf throughout his lyrics. So I wanted to see what he was saying in that album. And it didn't really shock me. There's this one, the chorus of All Doomed or Doomed, I'm not too sure. Goes, dopamine on dopamine on dopamine on dope. And I was talking with my wife this morning. And I was saying that's just the case. But we were talking about the current situation a little bit, and how she was saying, I think people they will be saved. I said, yes, there will be individual families, like our family, will be able to, who have woken up and who will be able to save their children from this spiritual imprisonment. Because that's I feel that's the only thing that we can hope for now. Because that lyric, that chorus, it's just the case with people. we're we get high on information, and these phones constantly are dumping our dopamine receptors over and over and over hours at a during the day, each day. And it quite literally has become a drug. And a lot of us are on some type of medication or on some type of dope. Nicotine, alcohol, cannabis. Lots of people. Alcohol and cannabis. And medications, and everyone is on it. So it made me sad to just come to that realization. And every time I come to that realization, it makes me sad. But the only hope left is to free ourselves from this spiritual imprisonment. They have most of us physically imprisoned, and things like the economy and certain structures. We're stuck in there. We can't rise above. The only thing that's left for many of us is if we choose to listen, spiritual revelation, which the year 2020 was a very significant year. They say, it was a really bad year, and I didn't really pay attention to any of that. Kind of like for the whole of 2020, I just cut myself off from social media. And I still am. Happily. So, it has done so much for my mental health. I mean, so much. But the year 2020 was a year of just like 2020 vision, clear vision. A bunch of truths were revealed. The spiritual nature of our world, of our lives, and many other things. But these spiritual keys, these keys of wisdom and knowledge, they're now out there for us. There. If you know where to find them. And one place to find them is Dr. Rudolf Steiner and Dr. Terrence Palmer. Dr. Terrence Palmer he's been on YouTube for about 5 years, but he's doing a lot more work and pretty much the theosophical movement. He's continuing that. He's he's teaching people a lot about that. So that's our only hope. We have no hope of much else, I feel. And so if you're watching this, the universe really doesn't do anything by chance or coincidence. That's just kaput. If you study spiritual science, you will come to understand this fact. So if you're watching this, please study Dr. Rudolf Steiner and Dr. Terrence Palmer. Another is Alan Watts. There's other things that will help. Not just those two. But it's time to wake up to our spiritual nature and to take a hold of these keys of wisdom and light. And we have to be the ones to raise ourselves out of the spiritual imprisonment. And our minds have become conditioned. Our minds have become imprisoned. Our souls have become imprisoned. And just like I did, I had to cut myself off from social media, from being on my phone. I haven't really indulged like that for a very, very long time. And even now, like when I sit down or if I lay down to rest, I don't. Sometimes, like the other day, I started to watch this news thing I used to watch. It's like satire news thing. And I started watching, I just don't feel like it. I just don't want to watch this. So I set it down and I was quiet. It's the best thing ever. So there's a reason why you're watching this. Study spiritual science. Wake up to your spiritual nature. Open your mind. Free your soul, your spirit. This isn't some Jesus Bible thumping stuff. Spiritual science. It's real. I mean, do you really believe that this universe is materialistic, is nothing but physical and material? Search your heart, and you will know the answer to that. So this video has gone on long enough. Let's end there. This is Thinking Spiritually, 3:43. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.